Tov, good morning, and we continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, the fourth installment of chapter 5, Mishnah 8 of Pirkei Avot, things that were created on Erev Shabbat during twilight, when God still was able to slip in the unusual, miraculous things into this world. And so now we have things which aren't really miraculous, but things that just don't fit into nature. V'yesh omrim, and there are those who say, in addition to the 10 we had seen, Af hamazikin, also the mazikin, which means the demons. Whoa. Because rabbinic thought absolutely believed that there were such things. There were little demons that existed in this world. And it's hard for us to wrap our head around it. The Rambam certainly had a difficult time wrapping his head around it, and to a certain degree said that, mazikin existed, but they don't exist anymore now in our rational world. In effect is how people understand that Rambam. So God created those demons, and they existed then. What else? Ukavurato shel Moshe, and Moshe's burial place. That's fascinating, right? It's not sufficient to say that Moshe was buried, because the Torah describes at the end of the Torah that Moshe was buried in, up on Har Nevo, in a place where God came and kissed him. As Chazal at least understand it. God, that's how he died. The Torah does not describe it. God kissed him, but he died with a sort of a kiss of God. And somehow we should understand not only was death unusual, but even his place of burial is otherworldly. Is otherworldly yet in this world. From Moshe Rabbeinu, who somehow was already of an other world, somehow it seems worth saying that his burial place was created special early on. The Elo shel Avraham Avinu, and the ram of Avraham, the story of the Akedah, the binding of Isaac, that ram which makes itself present at an opportune moment. That's a miraculous thing, and we're somehow being told it's not a normal ram. It's a special ram that will be there to play the role of replacing Isaac and the binding. Also worth further exploration, but we did some of that this past Rosh Hashanah in Shul. V'yesh omrim af tzvat b'tzvat asuya, and this is also really great, a great suggestion. Tongs, made with tongs, because we had to solve this core problem, which is iron and can't be smelted to have in any way that to make a tool without the first tool. So where did the first tool come from? It sits in the fire. Where did that first tool come from? We describe the early generations when metal making metal use came into being, and we can also discuss how historians or anthropologists describe these different periods and the early Bronze period and the like. The Torah in Parshat Bereshit describes the people who made metal instruments, but how do they make the metal instruments? They need a tong, and so God created the first tong. It's a fascinating teaching. There's so much to unpack in each of the teachings of this Mishnah. I hope you'll ponder them more and think about how you might have, what predated what you've taken advantage of. That last teaching of the Mishnah, the things that we have that couldn't come to be without something else being there, that we take for granted but shouldn't. Have a great day.